So it's my time. What? I'm talking to camera. You don't have to like look at me. It makes. Wait, SD card, writing speed slow, shooting. So my time to do some work. Let's see how long I can keep going. I won't be able to move the radiators, by the way. Nati, ty mi jdeš pomoct? You're coming to help me? Oh, she's closing it. That's lovely. Cook. Ooh. Cookie cook. She's not interested in me right now. That's good. By the way, this video is just not to be used in full. It's just if there's something interesting happens, you know.
That's what every video
Okay,
is.
good. Good, I'm just making sure.
I've already started working on this, but up here is the hole where the chimney used to be. So there used to be a chimney that came down to that sort of rubbly thing there. And this chimney now has left a hole in the roof. So I've already put some slats up to hold the tiles. Now I've got to sort of cover the holes. So that's what the little woodworking project I'm doing this morning to try and get that all prettied up. I've already cut a couple pieces. And just got to start screwing them together and building them up and making it look, well, make it actually be solid so this is going to go here on here so that it fits up there. And then I got cut some slats to create a barrier, let's say. So let's get going. I need some screws to try and hold everything together, and I don't have as many screws as I always thought I did. I think realistically most of my screws are still in my shop in Prague that I just haven't moved yet, and I'll get to that in time. But until that time, I need to get started on projects here. Wow, sorry for the shadows here. I don't have a better sort of workspace to set you all up to have a better image, but it's not really that important. This thing that I'm building today it's going to be behind insulation. It's never going to be visible, so like not a lot about this really matters all that much other than stability. It needs to be strong. Needs to be strong. That's pretty much the highest priority for this. It doesn't need to be pretty at all because, as I said, it'll be behind. And the other side of it, the exterior, I'll redo the exterior at some point on the entire building anyway. So it doesn't need to be pretty on the inside, doesn't need to be pretty on the outside, but it needs to be. is very functional for stability and strength. So that's what I'm focusing on. There's a time and a place for worrying about aesthetics. And, you know, knowing when to put in the effort for aesthetics and when not to is, you know, kind of important to at least just your time and your effort. And this does not constitute the time nor the effort. I swear I have more screws. Where are my screws? I know I have more screws. Where would they be? Where would I put my screws? I still think they're in my shop in Prague, realistically. Oh, here are some screws anyways, but they're not right. Those are not the right screws. So this is what I'm limited to today, because this is what I have here. Also, I've dropped some screws in here already, so I could probably look around on the floor. Like right here. There's one. It's a nice long one. Oh, there's another one. Sorry, I always lean to the side when I go to pick things up, so, but that's, there you go. Get 2 more screws. Oh, there's another one. 3 more screws. Don't know why my light oops, let's see. Don't know why my light stays on my drill for so long. I feel like it's wasting the battery, but you know, some things I care to investigate and learn about, and some I don't. Let's see if I can, I don't know if I can get a good shot of that, but we're gonna try. Should I put another one? Let's see. Nah, that's pretty darn stable. I'm not too worried about that. Because there's not any pressure from the roof that's going to be on this. This is more or less superficial. I need a shoot. Let's see. That's going to be tiled, so I do need another piece here. Need another piece filling this gap. So I need a tape measure. I got to start carrying my stuff with me. I got to start wearing my tool belt and carrying things. And this is why I've kept all this wood, because I knew I would need wood to rebuild things just like this. Look at all these nails. Why would you put that many nails in something? Whatever. I love it. My first like woodworking thing for the channel, and it's just like, bleh. Yeah, not every project needs all of your skills. Sometimes things just need to be just sort of put in place, period, not like put in place. Amazingly, stunningly, beautifully. So underneath structure is now done. Now I need to build vertical slats. Cut vertical slats. When I'm done with that, go up on the roof, put the shingles on, and then put the cap at the apex of the roof, and ta-da, done. Hopefully you could see that, sorry. I don't know if my hand's even in the right place. I can't see it on the screen. So for this, let's see, I could probably use some scrap pieces. If I even have any scrap pieces. Okay, I don't have, well, yeah, I do. There's the scrap pieces. It's lovely. Problem being, I have an angle. Problem is that at the top there's an angle. I don't know what the angle is. And I don't have any tools for that, shockingly. Well, to be clear, I don't have any tools here. I have the tools in Prague, but I haven't brought them here yet because I really didn't think I was doing work like this yet. So, that being said, gotta go measure. I probably should just like sit up there and measure everything, right? But what fun would that be? So, the angle that I did for the one piece of wood should be the same for the angle for all these pieces of wood because the roof line is the roof line. It shouldn't change, right? Let's stick with that idea. Stunning! I didn't put that one in. Mine are solid. I love it. Now to put some shingles on the outside, because the inside looked great. And I was able to reuse old wood, so it almost looks like it was an old repair. Not that we're ever going to see it once we put insulation and sheetrock and everything up, but I think it looks quite good. I mean, yeah, okay, those ends that look janky, but as far as just extending out something that never existed, I think it did a pretty good job. Yesterday, we cleaned up the front yard, got rid of all the trash here and all the trash here on this deck, which I wanted to do because I would think that if I climb this ladder and crawl along the apex of the roof line, I should do less damage to the roof. So that's you know, I had a plan to get rid of all this trash so that I could do this today. So let's hope that works. That makes me feel a little bit better. Not a lot better, just a little bit. Okay. My trepidation about going on the rooftop is that 9 years ago, I had a case of vertigo. And ever since then, I've had a bit of a thing with heights, at least very high heights. I can do standard things, but rooftops where I have to try and balance in both directions are a bit difficult for me. And they're not difficult, they're scary for me, because last thing I want is to have another vertigo condition while I'm there, or just have a balance problem. So if you see me being like overly cautious, that would be why. This is gonna suck. I've got all these things in my way as I need to crawl across to there. That's fun. Too many items. I should have gone slower with this. Maybe just done the 2 shingles first and then come back for the other parts. But I'm here now, so screw it. Okay, well, I'm not going to get any more cut off of than that, so let's see how tippy it is now. Not tippy. I'm feeling very happy about that. Okay, last little bit. Okay, not the right piece. It's meant to be much different angle, and there's no way I'm bending this thing. That is all tightened down to the roof. It doesn't match here, doesn't match there, and that sucks. But if it's really such a problem, I'll come back and redo it. But for the moment, this was an existing piece of metal that I already had, so it works perfectly for this. So There is the possibility there'll be a little bit of leakage in here, and again, I can come back and cover that with something if necessary. I'm going to have to redo down here anyways at some point, so I'll be coming up here to repaint, and when I do that, I can do some repairs to this. But for the moment, this is stable and waterproof, and that is the primary goal here. I had put doing this off for a good couple days because I really didn't want to do that. And now it's done. I've been walking around the outside looking at these window coverings, and I realized that there's still a screen window over top of this one for some strange reason. So since we have a dumpster here, thought it would be a good thing to get rid of while we have the capability to get rid of it easily. Screwed in, it looks like. Let me get my screwdriver. There was a window shade, this thing was over this window, much like this. I'm going to take that down. And there's another one all the way up on the top floor. Take that down too. Again, because we have a dumpster, might as well get rid of this stuff that will be difficult to put into a trash can in the future. Done. Let's see how comfortable I feel standing on my wood storage before I go through the effort of putting a ladder up. Oh, perfectly comfortable. Okay, that was easy. Hello there, shade. These little pieces of wood are actually quite handy at this size, so keep them around. So that's it for ground floor. Now I have to go up. Really far up. Well, not really far up, to the top floor. Up to that little window there. That's the max this ladder will do. So that's what I got to deal with. Lovely. That wasn't so bad. Little bunch of ladybugs living in there. Okay. And now I just have to throw it all into the dumpster.